as you can see, regardless of all the conversations and the rumors and just everyone trying to figure out like what's ultimately going to happen with Brandon Aiyuk, you can still see he's out here grinding, and he's at Arizona State University getting prepared with one of his physical therapist coaches, Dr. Joey Salgado. Brandon Aiyuk and Joey have been working for quite some time. And I mean, when you look at Brandon Aiyuk and his Iron Man status and his ability to stay healthy, I mean, you got to give a little bit of credit right there to Joey. Joey's been doing phenomenal work with Aiyuk, and Aiyuk is getting prepared to go to his speed coach, Les Spielman, here in not too long, is going to continue to work out. But amongst, checking in on BA, seeing what he's doing, good to see that he's still working out, all those different types of things. We have some, social media activity to report on, and it is regarding former 49ers wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, who is openly recruiting Brandon Aiyuk to the not to the San Francisco 40, away from the San Francisco 49ers to New England. Obviously, these two were in the building together. BA, Kendrick Bourne, phenomenal players for the San Francisco 49ers in their own right. And, I find it interesting. You always find it interesting when someone in the circle posts something like this, like, hey, come through to New England. And it's like, well, Brandon Aiyuk's under contract. So how can he come through to New England? And we know, though, New England has been really trying to find a solidified number one wide receiver for a long time. They missed on N'Keal Harry. They brought in a bunch of different guys. I mean, I think Kendrick Bourne has fit in extremely well in New England. He just got hurt last year. They go out and get Pop Douglas, one of my draft crush. He's going to be a phenomenal guy. But I wouldn't say either one of them are wide receiver one. You have BA, who would be your wide receiver one, Kendrick, who would be wide receiver two, and Pop Douglas, who would be your wide receiver three in that scenario. And yeah, I would just point to, if you can see my cursor, I look at the time when this was posted. All right, when I took this screenshot, this is a couple of days old now, but when I took the screenshot, it had been up for 7 hours, and you're like, oh, well, what's the big deal with that? Well, we talked about earlier about, it's interesting when guys in, a specific circle start posting things of that nature, and like, well, what does it mean? Is there any correlation? Is there any connection? We had another thing pop up, and this was in regards to Jayden Daniels, the quarterback out of LSU, who is likely going to be a top 3 draft selection. Great friends with Brandon Aiyuk. They're really close. As you can see, this was a picture of them at ASU when they played together. Obviously, Jayden transferred to LSU, where he won the Heisman and has really been a quality player. But again, when I pointed out the timestamp, when I took both of these photos, they were both posted at the same time. And the connection that I am spinning on, and I want to be abundantly clear, this is just me thinking out loud. This is me, again, it's speculation season. Put your tinfoil hats on. That's all we're talking about. Don't take anything too serious. We're not saying anything is what it is. We're talking. It's the off season. We can talk, right? So Kendrick Bourne, Jayden Daniels both post this at the same time. The reason why I find this to be interesting is because I actually believe that Jayden has a big time shot at going to New England. I really do believe there's a lot of hype about Drake May potentially being the number 2 overall pick. I actually think it could be JJ McCarthy. I really do. You know, being able to watch some of JJ McCarthy's tape while scouting other players, he really did flash and he really did pop. And when I was watching him, I'm like, oh, I see a lot of things that Adam Peters, former 49ers assistant general manager, who was in the building when the 49ers selected both Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. I saw some Brock Purdy traits there where he's tough in the pocket. He will stand there to the last second, take a huge shot to make sure that his wide receiver gets open, delivers accurate balls, his ability to escape outside the pocket, throw on the run, throw with some anticipation. All the things that we look at Brock that does really well, and this is not a knock at Jayden at all. I think Jayden's a phenomenal quarterback. But so again, to tie it together is what if Jayden knows he's not going to um, the Commanders? Whether it's Drake May, whether it's JJ McCarthy, maybe he already has a hint. I saw an account post that there are rumors that Jayden didn't have that great of a meeting with the Commanders and is really pushing to go to the Patriots. And again, speculating off season, throwing stuff against the wall, seeing if it sticks. Does this mean anything? Probably not. But not only do you have the Kendrick Bourne tie, the Jayden Daniels tie, Jayden Daniels was on Instagram Live with Malik Neighbors, one of the top wide receiver prospects in this class, could very well be a top 10 pick. And he alludes to Jayden teaming up with an old homie. Who could that old homie be? I'll let you take a look at the video and you be the judge of who he's talking about.
I'm gonna tell y'all what Jayden going. We'll keep it interesting there. If you want to do all that, I'm gonna say where he going. And y'all never gonna believe it.
Wow.
He might be part of the old homie.
Wow. That's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? Okay.
He
Okay.
might be partners with his old homie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll let y'all guess.
So again, you see the video, you see the posts, you started to tie things together. What do we got cooking here, huh? What are we doing? We vibing? I love the off season for all this kinds of stuff. I love following the breadcrumbs, seeing if it leads to absolutely anything. Most of the more often than not, it means not a whole lot, but it's interesting to see all of these different types of connections, these little things. And again, we know how close Jayden Daniels is with Brandon Aiyuk, homies. And Neighbors is like, well, you about to link with an old homie? Who would he be talking about? Would he be talking about Justin Jefferson? No, they didn't. I don't think they played together. Jamar Chase? No, I don't think they played together. Who are you talking about? Who are they talking about? So, anyways, I hope you're enjoying the off season. The off season typically can have lulls at times, but sometimes you stumble across some breadcrumbs and you try to piece them together to see what it all means. And does it mean anything? Well, I don't know, but it could mean something. Could mean nothing. I'll let you be the judge, though. Let me know what you think about this whole thing between Daniels, Kendrick Bourne, going playing with an old homie, all those different types of things. I want to hear what you guys think about this. Let me know what you're feeling in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.